feel a different sense about this team right now? Maybe because of a couple of wins, maybe because of the acquisitions, maybe because you've got the team you know you're having going forward now?
Well, I think, as we've talked about for a lot of the year, I think one of our weaknesses, Ben, is our confidence level, our swagger. You win a couple of games, especially the way we did play against Washington, probably one of our strongest games of the year, right on through our lineup. And guys begin to start feeling good about themselves. You add some new juice into it. You can tell right away Letestu is very well respected from guys that played with him before, and just how he handles himself. You got a two times Stanley Cup winner in Cole, a big man who just plays. Thomas Vanek, everybody knows what he can do. So yeah, when you bring new people in and you win a couple of games, the juice is there and a little bit of confidence comes into play.
And simply the fact that the organization said, we believe in you guys so much that this is what we're going to do at the deadline to make those kind of moves, does that have an impact, you think, in the back of these guys' minds?
Yeah, I don't think any team that I mean, we were in the playoff picture now during the deadline. To me, it was a really hard one for Jarmo because of you're always looking to improve your team. You want to get in the playoffs. You want to add pieces, but we're still in the situation of building this team too, and you don't want to give up many of your assets. And, really careful how I say it because I think Matter's going to play in the National Hockey League. Juice was a good pro for us, but it just wasn't going to work for us right now. We didn't really give up much for the people that I think is going to help us, especially with our special teams. And so, yeah, I thought it was a good day for us, and I thought the management team did a terrific job.
I don't know what your perception of Letestu was before you had
Didn't know
him. Yeah, but you're not a guy you schemed for, certainly.
No.
But a guy you've watched on the other team. Did you have any sense of what kind of player he is?
No, I didn't know him. When his name was talked about, I talked to the trainers because he was a guy that was here. And the training staff has had him before. And I really didn't even talk to him. I didn't ask the first question. They came up to me and told me that you're going to love this guy. And it's kind of like that commercial on TV. I forget what company it is. You don't have to say too much, but say it at the right time. And I can sense that already with Testy on the bench during the game, just how hard he plays. Yeah. And he says the right things at key times on the bench. So that's an important part. It's not always the play on the ice. It's the dynamic in the locker room, too.
He's kind of a Swiss Army knife player, too, where he's not the big bottom six guy. He's not the super fast or skilled top six guy.
He can distribute a puck,
But he does a little bit of stuff all over the place.
Yeah, he can, and you know, I have him with Jens and Calvi kind of as a, if you want to call it a checking line, but I can also play him maybe with Milano because he can distribute a puck, so he can face-off guy. He's going to block shots. So there's a lot of different. He's a utility guy, and I think he's really excited about being here too. And he certainly gave us some juice the first game he played for us.
He references statistically how at the end of the year your numbers aren't going to look great, but it's just about what you do from now going forward. Yeah. And I think we've all held everything that's happened this year. Well, compared to last year, at what point do you just have to throw everything that happened last year away? And does the trade deadline and the new faces sort of help you with that? Where now it's a whole new feel and look, different bodies, different faces.
We've moved by. That's a pretty good standard to be held by. The last year we played, a lot of things went well, and it's something I thought, I prepared myself for also along the expectation. Now the team plays under expectations. But we have stopped talking about that. We've stopped talking about that for a while. It's about this year's team. And I'll say it again. If we are fortunate enough in the next 5 weeks to do our work and get in, we're going to be a better playoff team for it. And I think it's a great situation for our team to have to go through this too as we keep moving forward from year to year. Like I said to the team yesterday, I'm going to see players that are really looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. They want the year over because it's hard, or I'm going to see players that are willing to grab a hold of this And that's how I'm going to make my decisions as we go through lineups in the next 5 weeks, because it happens. Players think, God, it's hard. I haven't had a good year. I just want this over. I'm going to be able to sense that, I'll tell you right now. So I'm anxious to see how some guys react as we go through this.
Bob tonight? Bob?
No, Corpy tonight.
I was going to ask you on that point, do you sense healthy competition yet in the roster from the additions?
Yeah, I see guys that are, I sense they're looking over their shoulders. Some of the guys that have played here forever, and it's been a year, let's face it, Allison, that we have really struggled to grab a hold of getting a fourth line going. We have a lot of our fourth line play have been guys that are still in the process of trying to become National Hockey Leaguers and stick in the National Hockey League. I think we have that now, and Sedlak's sitting out. I got a couple of young defensemen that I'm really interested in. They're hurt. They'll be back. Anderson's out. When he comes back, there's going to be some decisions to be made, and I think that is something we've missed this year a little bit, just a healthy competition of within the lineup.
You mentioned the trust there too. Just mentioning those names on the Letestu line, those are 3 guys you can trust pretty well.
Yeah, but they're going to have to play too, because there's other guys waiting to take their spots. And not just those guys, but other guys in the lineup. So, we'll see where it goes.
When you mentioned the defenseman, we've talked about what Cole brings as far as experience and all that kind of stuff. He's a big guy, just like Jack is, and just like Savvy is.
Yeah.
You got some big bodies back there now. That's got to be nice as well.
It's going to help us coming through here. This team's a little bit differently made than when Darryl was here, and it's changed a little bit. But you come through the West, you're going to have to be able to play with some jam. And that pair, if they can hold up speed-wise, that pair of Cole and Savard, I'm anxious to look at as we keep on playing through here. I'm not sure if we keep them together, who knows? But we have some people that are willing to do the work underneath the hash mark as far as our back end, and also some puck movers on the other side of that.
Yeah, well, and Cole yesterday said something like, we were talking to him, he's like, how about not letting guys into the zone? Kind of a thing. Use our size that way. That could be.
Yeah, he's a very smart positional player.
Yeah.
Other than Court, other changes?
Well, Zedlak's out. You guys saw the lines yesterday. That's where they were. I'm not going to recite them. Yeah, that Corpy goes, Bob's not.
And Corpy was playing because of the long flight out, and
It
I'm
ga-
playing one of the two anyway. Right?
Yeah, I'm playing one of it. Gives Bob 3 days, and today, as you see, we're not even using him in the optional skate. It's a work day for him and Clarkey today. It just worked out. This is the way we want to do it, because we not only get him a rest and coming out west on the trip, but it gets a good solid work day for him too. So there's a couple of situations in our schedule now we get him 3 days, and that's how we're going to try to get it done here.